Moral of the story is there is no turn up like the communal turn up. Hey all, it's blacknetizen again, and I went to the Beenzino concert in Dallas as a volunteer, and it kind of changed my life a lot. And while we were setting up merch, Zeno and Shimmy Twice did their sound check, and they were doing like kind of full songs, but then they played the very beginning of Michiso, and then they went straight into Up All Night. So my friends and I were like, did they really bring Beenzino all the way here and they're not gonna play Michiso? Are they really gonna go there? Cause our age limit was like 14 plus, so we were already kind of scared for how the show was going to go, cause like Zeno isn't really a 14 plus artist. But I eventually got sent to the theater to like kind of be an usher to help people like know where their section was. And then the show started, and since I was volunteer staff, we were supposed to like rotate because there was always supposed to be someone at the merch station just to make sure everything's right and not stolen or burned down or whatever. So we stayed, and then Shimmy Twice did like a little set, and it was really cool, and he started like playing baile funk and all of this stuff, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be it. But not exactly, because everyone was still pretty chill. Okay, so Beenzino came out and he started with Jackson Pollock, and it was like, it was good, but then like he wasn't exactly how I had imagined, if that makes sense. I'm not exactly sure how I had imagined him, but it wasn't how he was, because he was like very corny. He was like dancing, and it was just like, you don't have to dance. Like, why? Just lots of little things he was doing was just like so extra and unnecessary, but I'm extra and unnecessary, so like low-key I really liked it. It was just like, you're gonna have to go. Like, I'm sorry, I know it's your show and all, but you're gonna have to go. But eventually some of the other volunteers came in, and then like the staff, one of them came and told us that we need to like switch out. So we went back to the station, and then we heard the beginning of How Do I Look? So then we asked the like staff girl that was there with us, like, yo, can we just like slip in for this song? And she's like, whatever, you guys can go. So we like ran in for How Do I Look? In retrospect, everything we did was so excessive, but kind of necessary if we're being honest with ourselves. I don't know what happened, but once we got back to our crew, cause like Jaehwan and Jasmine from Pretty Brown and Nerdy were in press, but they like came back with us cause like squad, and then we came in and we were just like, hey, oh no, bah, and it was lit. Like, I'm not joking, it was like ordained. It was like the second we got there, God said, let it be lit, and it was lit. And in retrospect, How Do I Look is really not that hype enough of a song for that reaction, but we really didn't care. And then I think Shimmy Twice played that little dance hall horn sound effect like 2 or 3 times max the entire show, the entire like 2 hours, however many minutes. He played that sound effect like maybe 3 times. For some reason, me, Cheyenne, and Jasmine took it upon ourselves to make that noise like every single song. So if you hear that in any fan cams or whatever, that was us. Sorry / you're welcome. I don't remember which songs they were, but we just started going doo 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 doo, bra, 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 bra. Like, yeah, so then they finally played Michiso. When we realized he was doing the whole song, and he actually did the whole song, like when Michiso came on, I went especially crazy. I started like pushing everyone, and then I just started jumping, and then I started screaming the lyrics, even though I don't really know them because my Korean is crap. Like, I was just doing 5 much. Not to toot my own horn, and it's really nothing to be proud of, to be honest, but I really think my whole clique like played a very pivotal role in how the Dallas show went, cause I think other people saw me doing like 5 much, and that made them feel more okay with doing like 2 or 3 much. So yeah, so I don't know. I entered a whole different like metaphysical headspace once Michiso came on, and then I don't know, I remember I like hit the floor, and somehow I was the only person hitting the floor, And then it just took off from there. And then like, I really don't remember, cause like I was too gone, I was too on, I was too everything. So we just went off from there, and there was just this little group of crazy black girls in this like little corner of VVIP just losing it. And then he did more songs. He did Aquaman. He did all of these different songs, and we were just dabbing, twerking, popping, whining, shoki, everything. And then he had like a little talk break where he talked about like when he was starting out, and it's just like he was so mildly adorable. I was really taken aback because like I don't really know what cool is, but I was expecting him to be that, and he just wasn't. He was just so dorky and just like, yeah, you know, when like I was starting out music, I was like really like, I don't know, when I made this song, I was like really depressed, and you know, like then I couldn't leave the country cause like stupid military stuff, like, yeah. And it was just like, why are you like this? Why do I like you? Why? He was so endearing and likable. Cause like lots of people in my crew weren't necessarily looking to fangirl, but he left us no option. Like he left room for neither hateration nor holleration in that dancery. Like, so after that, they like finished the set and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. And then of course we're like, encore, 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 encore. And then I think he played pretty much most of the songs off 24/26 and Up All Night. And then they played Akawo and, you know, some Jazzy Fact songs. So when they did A Tribe Called Jazzy Fact, I lost my mind, and I was like the only one, cause like I'm one of like 15 people who knew of Jazzy Fact's existence. So he came back out, and then I forgot which song he played first, but it was like, and then he did his Born Hater verse. And of course I was jumping so freaking high. That's all I remember. Okay, so after the Born Hater verse, he did another Illionaire song. And that was when I think everyone realized he was going to do an entire Illionaire set. And we just like, before I was in a different metaphysical headspace, at that point, it was an out of body experience. As ridiculous as it sounds, that's really what it felt like. Cause like, I completely blacked out Beenzino. Like he like legit could have been making out with Stefani on stage that entire Illionaire set, and I wouldn't have noticed at all. Cause like, I don't even know what he was sounding like at that point. Literally the only thing I could perceive was the beat, my squad, and like whatever was within like 5 feet in front of me. Like I just lost my entire mind. And it's funny because I talk so much smack about Illionaire, but I literally, it was so ridiculous. Cause before, whenever a song that was my song would come on, I would start pushing everyone, and then they would just start clearing the way. But then like when this came on, when we realized it was an Illionaire set, our entire crew of like 8 random black girls turned into a mosh pit for an entire like 2 seconds. It was the most unnecessary but totally necessary thing I've ever been a part of in my life. Like we were legit just pushing and shoving each other and running around and just like, okay, see, this is exactly what happened at the show. My hair was in a ponytail. Once the Illionaire set hit, it just flew out because it knew this wasn't the time nor place. I accidentally hit this girl in front of us. Well, I didn't hit her, I pushed her. And I kind of felt bad, but then I didn't, because it was like, it's an Illionaire set and you're just standing there like, I wasn't prepared for any of this, because Beenzino's music really isn't that turned or hype or anything like that. And we weren't expecting an Illionaire set. We were considering ourselves lucky that we got Micha So. So like when we were not prepared, we were in sweaters and we were volunteering. We weren't fully nourished. We just weren't prepared. He literally took us to church. Jasmine fell out, took the rest of us down. We had to help her back up. It was lit. It just was. And like we weren't, I think the thing that really took us unawares is that we weren't expecting it, because like I'm kind of the biggest Zeno fan amongst our group, and like I hate him because I've been following him since like 2012. So like we weren't really expecting to like do much, and then we did like ate much. It was just crazy. So then the show ended, then we rushed back to the merch desk to help out with that. So we finally got back to take our pictures or do our meet and greet. And then everyone else was like super cool and like, Zeno, hey. You know, he's like really nice, and he's not like shorter than I expected. He's just not very tall. Which, like, the thing that stuck out to me was that he wasn't very tall. So we all took like turns, and then I get up there and he's like, hey, nice to meet you. And I'm just so awkward about it because I'm not sure what I want to do in this moment, because like a certain part of me just wanted to like freak out, kind of, not really. Then another part of me wanted to be like really cool and wild and just like, hey! But then another part of me just wanted to take in the experience in a very objective, like analytical, physical, like what does this feel like way. And I think that part just took over in the most awkward way, because I literally just went, and it was just so uncomfortable because I was so disgusting. I was not in like a hug Beenzino state of being, because I was really sweaty because I was wearing this like super long, rather thick, you know, long sleeve black shirt, because I was volunteer staff and we were supposed to wear all black. So like I was just not, I was sweaty because I was jumping up and down, doing literally every single dance I could, like, that came to my spirit for like 2 hours straight. So yeah. Okay, so then like after that, like right as I was walking off, I was like, fail. Wait, did I say that out loud? And then like everyone, all of my other friends were like, yeah, you did say that out loud. And then I was just the embarrassment of the night. Like in retrospect, I did the utmost and I'm really not that proud of it, but I kind of am. Like, I don't know. Like now I kind of take nice to meet you as a really polite way to say, oh, you're that crazy girl at the back of the like the VIP section who was like killing people. Awesome. He was extremely adorable, and like I was like so taken aback by how like good he was. Like regardless of how you feel about his music, how you feel about his lyricism, his whatever, he performed very, very well. Cause like as crazy as we were, he was pretty much doing the same. Like he was dancing the whole time. He sang and rapped pretty much every single line of every single song, and he took like 1.5 breaks. Like he put in work. Like I have so much respect for him that I really wasn't trying to like find or rediscover, but I had no choice. Like he did good. So yeah. So then after that, I went to the back where I parked, and there were like fans waiting for him, and it was really awkward because like my friends and I were just like, food, because we were like nutritionally depleted, because like I had like 5 crackers before I went, so we were just trying to find somewhere to eat, and we're like, why are these people? And like our car was right there, so it was like people were standing leaning on our car and everything, so it was like, can we? As soon as we got in our car, Zeno and company came out, and it was just so like we really didn't care, we just wanted to eat. But then we had to wait for like fans to like take pictures and all of that stuff, lest we like run someone over. Then my friend got the novel idea to play blast a Beenzino song during this. I'm not sure if he heard it. I hope he didn't, because I was already so embarrassed, because like it was starting to set in that I did the absolute utmost. So I really didn't want to, but I was like, if we're gonna do it, we need to go all the way. Beenzino by Black Nut like twice in a row. It was really bad. Then we went to IHOP and ate, and it was good. But moral of the story is, when possible, definitely go with your squad, your crew, your clique, because there is no turn up like the communal turn up. Yes. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, everything. Blacknetizen, everything. Just type in Blacknetizen, it's probably me, unless it's like MySpace or LiveJournal or like Zynga or something. I don't have those.